How's it going, mates? This is Mrjacharles, and we are back with Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, the Swan song of Saigon. Now, quick disclaimer before we start. Weather forecasters say it's going to rain any sec. Or, well, it says 40% chance 12 o'clock, 70% chance 1 o'clock. If that does happen, I'm going to be silent. You're going to still see my reactions and stuff, but I'm going to cut the noise from my camera and you can listen to the lovely sounds of Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, because they are nice. Good music when the music actually wants to play, and heck, I've seen Let's Players just provide straight up screen, that's it, that's all you get. So, you know what, I'll be adding a bonus by not having any volume in my lungs. You know, but for now, the rain hasn't hit yet. I'm fine with that. We're just going to keep going and hope that it doesn't rain. I've only going to do 2 more episodes and then it's going to be the end of today for me. But you know what? I've got a good feeling it's going to rain pretty soon. And if it's not going to rain pretty soon, well, it's going to rain today. That's certain. The weather forecast has guaranteed that. But it'll be a miracle if I actually make it through this whole hour. It's 12:15. And normally anything around 1 o'clock is pretty, you know, bad for weather. Especially in Saigon. It rains every day in Saigon. We don't believe in dry weather up in here. Right. But for now, we're going to assume there's going to be no rain at all whatsoever. Or maybe it'll be light rain and you won't hear it. No, you'll definitely hear it. You'll definitely fucking hear it. It rains every day. Alright, cool. Whatever. Who cares? Right. Title today is Commander West and Discord. Or that's what I've got on my sticky notes. Maybe I called it Commander West and the Writers Community. That probably sounds more like what I'd call it. Now, here's the thing. Whilst I was like on the last few games, I think around Assassin's Creed of the gaming gauntlet I did, I was getting a bit bored because I wasn't doing anything useful. I like applying myself, so writing, a lot of reading. Sometimes I can read like 100 hours in like 5. I mean, like 100 hours worth of content because I just speed it up. I just skim read, that kind of thing. Amazing writing, just spectacular even. But the fact is, I didn't want to read. I wanted to I wanted to read something that someone actually put their heart and soul into, in the sense that it doesn't feel like some kind of critic masterpiece. I wanted an indie. That's what I wanted. I wanted an indie writer. Now, I was planning for a series called Lord of the Night, which is like, it's the series I really want to focus on in life. I don't even know if it's going to get anywhere. I don't even know if it's going to be something soon. I'm not even worried about this bitch. She's not even worth the fucking hassle. That's a bit dark though. That's fine. Yeah, and so's your mum. Here's the thing with fuck. Okay, that's fine. I'll save that. Ah, Jesus. Oh, why do you fucking not? Why do you float? Why do you float? You don't have any jetpack. Alright, yeah, come over. So, here's the thing. I'm one of those people that, unfortunately, and it's everyone fucking does it that wants to do comic books, except for the talented people that are realistic. I'm one of those people that are a writer, but I need an artist. And I know Stan Lee was the same. I think, wasn't he a writer, but he needed an artist, and he had like Jack Kirby. Here's the thing though, in the normal world, yeah, in the normal world, death is near, constantly, especially when you're like 50. I don't know, you're distracting me. Let me tell my story about being a lame comic book writer, artist, person. But here's the thing with China. I was hoping I could save up money, right? And then pay an artist. Like, I don't know what I'd pay them, maybe, I don't know, get an issue out a week, pay them fucking... I mean, I would have said 500, but that was too... I was doing something higher than that. I think it was something along the lines of every month, pay them about, what? $1,000? Maybe? That sounds about right. I think that's what I was going for. Anyway, but I'd kept it close to my chest, and finally I reached out to this community group. Well, I joined them for a while because I was interested in how other people approached it anyway. Some people posted the pictures, some people asked about, you know, the industry and all that, just the general stuff. I posted on there about, hey, is this a realistic model? $1,000 for an artist, just do it whilst I do the story writing. I got so much hate. They weren't even like threatening my life or anything, but all of them were like, mate, no one understands the work that goes into a comic. Man, fucking, you need at least like 2,000, 3,000 for the first 10 pages. And then when you'd be like, okay, cool, can you do like a breakdown of the costs? They wouldn't reply. I replied to all the comments, and I kept getting hate. I suppose 1 or 2 people actually were like, okay, look, clearly you're new to the thing, you don't know what you're doing. And you know what? I was new. I get that. Cool, fine. But honestly, I kind of like, when I do the comic thing, and I've decided I'm going to draw it myself, I can't draw for jack shit, but I don't fucking care. I'm drawing this. I want to be a comic artist. I want to have something I kind of like visually. I also want to write as well, which is a different thing altogether. But even if it's like 1 comic every 3 months and it doesn't even look that good, I want to upload something to Webtoons. For the sheer sake of it, for the sheer love of this story I have. Which I don't want to put into words, it's just, you know, fucking... I'll get round to it, I want to properly lay it out. It's just like a medieval fantasy, that's it, cool, story done. I want to draw that shit, I want to have something I can visually see, so I can actually see the fuck characters. But it didn't go very good, unfortunately. However, due to that post, I seem to have caught some people's attention. Some people were actually saying, hey, you can hire me if you want, or PM me. And their art was just not what I was going for. I mean, kind of an ironic thing that, like, some people were offered saying, yeah, I could do that. But their art was shit. Or it was like the kind of thing you'd see generated in a computer graphics bullshit. Like, really low-end stuff. And then in my head would, like, everyone that offered their services, I think there might be 1 or 2 people I liked. But most times I was like, mate, I could draw my shit better than that. Which is why, even though I can't draw, even though the figurines, I've got like I posted 1 thing in the community tab of YouTube that I drew. Not even that good. Way too many colours. And yet I still prefer to make shit like that as opposed to the shit they were posting me in the comic group. So I was like, you know what? These guys are useless. They told me I can't fucking do it, so I'll just do it anyway. And when it fucking fails and gets lost to time, good. No, that's a good thing. I like that. It's a turn on, if anything. But because I posted there, I met a guy called Arick. A-R-R-I-C-K. Maybe it's pronounced Eric, but... well, it's an A, so I'm going to call it Arick. And he's an interesting fellow. He's like me in the sense that... well, he was like me in the sense that he wants a artist to do his writing stuff. And I was like that at the beginning, but after that fucking bullshit comments in the comic book group, I was just like, you know what? No, fuck off. I'm gonna do it myself even if it's terrible. Even if it's unsellable. I don't care. I'm gonna post it free. This guy wanted it, but I have to admit, like... oh god, whoa! That scared me a bit. That's fine, I mean, to be fair, these guys have been simple enough. Yep, shoot, yep. Pest control. You ordered a pest control. You ordered a slap the baby with your axe, with your dick. I'm not a paedophile though. I really hope he's not watching right. What have I called this? Okay, I haven't actually mentioned his name in the title, so maybe he won't. To be fair, who does watch my videos, am I right? But it's a weird thing because I didn't like his writing, but he's the kind of guy at first I was like, okay, this is what you need to prove. At first I took him seriously because he was the guy that I thought, okay, this is someone I could shape up, I could give an education. But after it came down to, I think after the 2nd issue, I was realizing he's not improving himself. He's not really, because he'd write soldier stories and all that, like, kind of like Halo, but bad, and very bad dialogue, very bad, like the plot you didn't even understand it. He had good characters here and there. His main one was Commander West, which is the title of the video, who's basically this soldier, and he's part of this thing called Phantom Squad. And to be fair, the more I read it, the more I got into it. I actually, like, at one point, I was like, you know what, I actually wouldn't mind drawing him myself. I couldn't do the story. The story was fucking terrible. Because he just... the basic story was there's this professor, right, and he's mutating people because he needs to find a cure for... he's got some kind of life condition. Fast forward to... oh, I thought there was something there. Commander West just joining Phantom Squad for the first time. He's part of this group. They're going out to this mansion, try and find scientists. They find this lab, but not the scientist. Then you got this, like, hardcore Raiden from Metal Gear Solid kind of guy who, like... he needs to kill the professor, ends up killing the professor, and then he just gave up on that plot. So, to be fair, at first I wasn't hugely into it because I'm not a soldier guy. Like I said, it was a bit like a bad Halo because he couldn't do dialogue, he couldn't... he wasn't really caring about setting. It really, you know, like when like there are writers that just care about the character abilities and that's it. Like there's no like they don't have anything to say. They're just like, oh, this guy, he can manipulate water and he can make a water dragon and he can also make a water shield and he's also got this thing where he can summon 2 water sticks. Again, really? Okay. It's just like character ability after character ability. No like strengths, weaknesses, just endless abilities. I would call it a Naruto writer, but at least Naruto has emotional moments like Jiraiya, like, I mean, the war was one thing, the ninja war. Like, I don't know, there's actually a nice amount of world building. This wasn't world building, this is like complete action, no investment. But I finally got invested in him, and then he moved things up to, oh, now there's gonna be aliens. Now there's gonna be a fucking story about parents doing shit, and I couldn't do it. He still does send me stuff sometimes. I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, to be honest, but my guess, and the reason why I'm admitting this, is because he's one of those friends that you think, you're not going to last, you're interested in me now, but eventually you're going to move on, you're going to make friends with other people, and then that's that. That's why I'm okay with this, and I know he's not going to watch that much of this video, and I'm not going to fucking post a link. If he finds it and fucking has a go at me, fucking fine. Oh, there's a fly on my camera. Go away, fly. I did get to like Commander West, though. It's not the best story in the world, but I appreciate it enough, and I do kind of like... He used to use ChatGPT, which I think is just a crime these days, because writers deserve to actually be able to make their shit. They deserve to have their ideas and stuff kind of succeed, and when you replace it with a machine, that's just not feeling. Like, I don't even care if it comes up with even better plots. I don't care if you get the perfect plot with ChatGPT. Come on, go away! No, there's nothing on my camera. Go to my laptop, I could take that. I swear, if you go on my fucking lens, I'm gonna kill you. Because I'll probably blow an accident with some saliva on it again, like I did a few episodes ago. Oh my god, my back. I do kind of wish I could draw Commander West. I would just like actually draw his characters, honestly. But he just doesn't have direction. But you know one talent he does have, which is pretty amazing? He is amazing at headhunting. He is so great at getting people together. I actually met like another writer who I absolutely love. He has great shit. It's again a kind of ability guy, but he actually kind of cares where these characters go and stuff, and he's actually got a world building thing. He found another guy that was into playwriting and stuff, and actually we have a lot of stuff in common, and he's a great friend. He is such an amazing headhunter that he should actually work in HR. I don't know how he does it, but I think he's still finding people. It's amazing. I wouldn't even know where to find these guys. I mean, maybe he just goes to a comic group or something, but like, I don't know, I just find it amazing. But you know, eventually I moved on. I mean, like, he still does message me. I'm still in his Facebook group. I'm not going to leave anytime soon. But I did end up meeting a guy called Prince Uchiha, which I think I mentioned another episode ago. He's written something that doesn't actually have a title yet. Oh, are we still in the safe rooms? God damn, I'm really not going to die, am I? There really is going to be another day of this. I'm okay with that. It's surprising, you know? Alright, cool. What was I saying? Yeah, I actually found some decent writers through him. There's a different server. Prince had his own thing on Discord. I'm not a huge... that actually scared me. I'm not a huge Discord fan, but for the sake of these guys, they're really good as well. They talk endlessly about the lore in Prince's book. And I know, I guess that's something I'd be doing. But I find that amazing, right? I mean, this is the kind of guy... He's the definition of pestering. You know, you don't expect that much out of it. With respect... I mean, this is the thing. You can tell when people can write good or not. I mean, there's some people you think, hey, they could, if they, you know, published and had a decent amount of marketing and all that shit, they could do decent for themselves. But then there's people, you know, they're playing with action figures at this point. That's all they care about. And that's kind of what Arik is. Except I like his plot now. I like his characters. And he has an amazing skill for finding people. So it makes you wonder, like, is he going to become a good writer? Is he ever going to get his thing off the ground? Maybe he's got the right skills. I don't know. It's just a thought. I was going to talk more about the Discord server. There's not really much else to say except we do brainstorming and we chat shit. And I drop all kinds of shit on them, but like nothing serious. There's actually more to say about Arik because he's such a remarkable person. Whatever I mean by that. I don't know what I mean by that. Alright, well, it didn't rain yet, and we're on 112. And literally, I go up one more room, and then fucking... Well, if I go up another 100 rooms, I'll be like 104. Which would be something. I think I could actually get to, like, the top 100. Which would be a miracle. But, you know, whatever, am I right? I mean, if miracles happen, miracles happen. Alright, one more episode, and then it's just going to be too late. Whether I die or not die, like, it's going to start raining. I mean, for you guys, you won't notice it. I'll just, like, record the next day or something. But you know what? I guess that's going to be the end of this episode one more time. And that wasn't even words. One more episode, and then we'll see what happens. I don't know. What am I even saying there? I just hope it doesn't rain next time. Alright, if you want to play games, see if you can be a spooky expert. I should come up with something. Spooky, spectacular person. There you go. Imagination. I'm a writer, don't you know? If you want to be one of those things, there'll be a link to the game in the description down below. Without further ado, the Sky Chant, it's time. See ya!